This is safe. I got some stuff done. I didn't really film much of it. It's kind of been hectic lately. Currently in Corona quarantine. I don't have it, at least not yet. The Wi-Fi and the roommate are staying home. Work is shut down. Possibly even for up to a month, just because we're so slow because of all this. So hopefully I'll get some stuff done on the truck. But I did scramble and try to finish some stuff before work got shut down. Kind of fixed my welder a little bit. I think it needs a liner. And got the cross members all welded up. Just gotta drill the holes in them, bolt them down. Got the winch stuff, solenoids for the winch. They're all rewired, new solenoids, new wiring. So I haven't even checked the winch to see if it works. Hopefully it does. Probably won't. Probably need to be rebuilt. But here's what it is. So hopefully by the end of quarantine, it's supposed to be nice weather, so hopefully by the end of it I'll have big yellow record deck sitting back there, and possibly, hopefully, maybe get the engine together if I don't play too many video games. It is day 6 for me of Corona quarantine. It's just a shame I can't go anywhere, because as you can see, I'm having an amazing hair day. Shame I can't show that out in public. Finally got outside. It's kind of cold for a few days, and then yesterday used the day to set up cameras around the house. Not because of Corona or anything, just we like having cameras, and we already had them, so. And almost didn't get out today. The wife put on a quiet dark. Wife put on an interesting show about serial killers, so kind of got wrapped up in that. I almost didn't make it out here today, but had to make it out for you guys so I can start building, show you guys a truck. Got some holes to drill in those cross members, and I guess we'll start bolting them down. Got all grade 8 hardware. Never bought a box of hardware before, but first for everything, I guess. Alright, let's get started. Alright, all the holes are drilled in the cross members, and using mostly factory holes, they're all bolted in. I only had to drill some holes in this frame right here for this cross member, but I used some existing holes and just drilled them bigger. Slide right in. I'm hoping the frame rail is going to come right here. I'm hoping it misses this. I might have to whoop, whoop. But hopefully not. I mean, looks like it might clear. Hard to tell on camera. The thing I really need to do next is finish the diff. Put that back together so I can stop putting crap in that. So it's day 7 of the Corona isolation now. Just working on the dually, but getting a little worried about my wife. She's not sick or anything, neither of us are sick, but started rewatching Lost. I don't know if any of you remember that show from like 12 years ago, 10 years ago, but yeah, she started rewatching that, even knowing that we don't have a disc we have a missing disc for season 6. She's still gonna watch. I don't know if she'll make it that far, but feeling worried about her. Yeah, pulled my cross members off. They're not up there anymore. They were all mocked up, so now I cleaned them up with the grinder, cleaned all the little crap off of them, weld slag, sharp edges. Started painting them. They're in the backyard getting painted, and of course, yeah, it's beautiful for the last 3 days. Started painting, clouds rolling. So yeah, just sitting in my truck doing the diff cover. Got a brand new diff cover for it. Look at that. Spray paint brand new. And got the proper gasket for it. See? Store-bought custom gasket. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if anybody cares, if anybody has a problem with using gasket in a tube. I use the black RTV. I have for probably a decade now. Just put a healthy amount on, and then all I do is just kind of hand tight everything, snug it up a little bit. I don't tighten it all the way down, and then I let it dry. Then I tighten everything down. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I've never had a problem. I don't know what this takes. I haven't searched it up, but this is what I got. So this is what she's gonna get. That's my gaming buddies say, you get what you get and you don't get upset. So I mean, it's royal purple. It's pretty good. Funny thing about that gear oil is I've had it for like 7 years now. Bought it for the tranny of my Pathfinder, a little black one. When I first bought that, the tranny was screwed, and I was like, oh, I'll try this royal purple gear oil. But then it turned out it was just screwed, so I never ended up using it. So I sat here for years waiting for the right chance, and she's going to get it today. And of course, rule number 1 is always do everything first. Then make sure that your drain plug is all stripped out so you can't get it. Mine's luckily not, but would have been smart of me to check that first before I did anything else. So now for the best part of the diff service, filling it up. I hate squeezing those little jugs in there. So I'd look through all the funnels I got, because some of them are from the old crazy guy who used to live here before me. He left a bunch of stuff. Sure enough, yeah, I found an awesome funnel. I found this contraption, which should do just nicely. Yep, wife was right. Doing this without the box on is way easier. Listen to your wives, guys. Sometimes they know what they're talking about. Well, it's day 8 of Corona quarantine. Well, for me anyways, I don't know. But for everyone else, everybody kind of started at different times. It's day 8 for me. It's really cold out here, so I think I'm going to go in. I think there's a PlayStation calling my name. But first I want to talk a little about something. I know it's my neighbor leaving his garage across the way there. I've seen his wife many times, but I've never actually seen what he drives. And I happen to know is he drives newer, a lot nicer vehicle than she does. Now, I don't know the situation. Maybe she likes her old car, or maybe she doesn't want anything different. I don't know. Or, I can't really be one to talk about age of vehicles. I prefer older vehicles, but it did get me thinking about how many times I've seen that, or people talk about that they require the nicer vehicle than their wife, or I've even been told that many times, because I always make sure my wife has the nicer vehicle. When the Suburban was our main vehicle and it was in its prime, the wife drove that, and I drove $300 trucks that probably shouldn't have been on the road, but I always made sure hers was safe and up to par. And then at one point she was driving the Suburban, I was driving that little Golf of mine. That was fun in the winter on the highways, but I made sure she had the four-wheel drive and the bigger truck in case she had a deer. Uh, Vehicle that was more reliable. And then when the Suburban started to get miled out and too much, sorry, I thought somebody was here. When the Suburban was getting miled out, being kind of unsafe, I made sure to fix the Avalanche for her and get that on the road. And then I took over driving the Suburban. And I've heard it many times from people. Oh, you've put all the work into the vehicle, or oh, you put all the money into the vehicle. Why do you let her drive the nicer truck? Which actually she's put money into them as she puts work into them too. So that's irrelevant, but still, even there was a point that she wasn't working, and I made sure she had the Suburban, and I drove the $300 truck, and people were always asking, oh, she's not even working. Why does she get the nicer vehicle? But, well, because she's my wife. I want her to be safe. I don't want her to break down on the side of the highway. If vehicles are going to break down on the side of the highway, I'd rather in mine. I'm a little bit more mechanically inclined, and, there's lots of creeps and freaks out there, and I really wouldn't want to put her in a situation, not saying she couldn't handle herself, but I wouldn't want her in a situation where she drives the clunker, it breaks down on the side of the road, and then some creep approaches her. There are nice guys out there that would help, but there are also those bad guys out there. So I wouldn't want her in that situation, and so even if I did put all the money... Sorry, somebody driving past. Shh, it's rude. How rude. But, even if I was the only one working and I put all the money and time into the vehicles, I wouldn't want me to have the better vehicle, so for her to have something that's unsafe, I'd rather me be in the one that's unsafe. So that's just my 2 cents, just something that's always kind of bothered me. Everybody always bugging me about letting my wife have the nicer vehicle and me drive crappy clunkers, and I want my wife to have the nice things. I want her to be safe. So, yeah. I almost forgot, guys. My brother started his own YouTube channel. I don't know if he saw mine and is trying to copy me, or if he's just bored because he's quarantined or what, but he's been posting videos left, right, and center. His is more Honda Civics and guns. He's got some cool guns if you want to check that out, or if you like Civics, he's planning to blow up the D16 in his. If you remember a few videos back on mine, I showed you guys that one. I gotta stop touching my face. I'm a face toucher. You don't realize that until you're supposed to not. So anyways, yeah, it's Broke Gas Life. Check it out on YouTube and or Facebook. And it's the end of this video. Next episode, if my weather will allow it, we'll try to weld up these plates. I'm just gonna clean them up right now and catch you guys later.